more than anything is just like remind yourself who you are, and there's gonna be days where it feels like a little bit of a grind.
Stay with me as we talk about no other than Caitlin and Reese, but this time together as a unified front. Can you believe it?
Yeah, it's so cool. They play again tomorrow too, so I'm just really excited for him. His journey hasn't been easy. He hasn't had the easy route of just...
The last 3 years, the headlines have been dominated by rivalries. It was Caitlin versus Angel in the 2023 National Championship. It was Caitlin versus Paige in the 2024 Final Four. The media told us these women couldn't coexist. They told us the tensions were too high and the egos were too big. But in March 2026, on the humid hardwood of San Juan, Puerto Rico, the narrative didn't just shift, it was completely demolished. For the goal and the hammer of an undefeated Team USA run. Today, we are breaking down the tactical magic of the CC to PB connection, the board queen dominance of Angel Reese that silenced the critics, and the behind-the-scenes moments from the team hotel that prove the Big Three era is officially here. If you thought the old guard was going to hold on to these jerseys forever, Catch a Dime just gave you a wake-up call. Let's dive into the takeover. Let's start with the undisputed leader of this movement. Caitlin Clark didn't just play in FIBA, she conducted an orchestra. Coming off an 8-month recovery from a bone bruise and groin issues that hampered her 2025 campaign, there were whispers that the engine might be a little rusty. Those whispers lasted exactly 1/4 of the opening game against New Zealand.
So Atlanta getting 3 offensive rebounds right there, but this is classic Caitlin Clark, and Tahina Paopao is going to learn very quickly that you go on.
Caitlin averaged a tournament-best 6.4 assists and was officially named the TISO MVP. But look closer at the footage. Her game has evolved. This wasn't the logo 3 or bust Caitlin from 2024. This was a sophisticated floor general who realized she had the most talented wings in the world running with her. When Caitlin is at the point, the gravity she pulls creates wide open lanes for Paige and Angel. She isn't just scoring 20 points, she's creating 40 points for her teammates.
Blocked by Isaiah James. Clark sidestepping 3 is good!
The most telling moment of the tournament was Caitlin's interview after the Spain game. She didn't talk about her MVP trophy. She talked about the relief of having teammates who can match her basketball IQ. For the first time in her professional life, Caitlin didn't have to carry the entire scoring load. She was free to be a pure playmaker, and the result was the most efficient basketball of her career. The Caitlin Clark effect has officially gone global, and she proved that she is the undisputed face of this new Big Three.
Here is Clark, splashing home a 3 from way downtown.
If Caitlin is the engine, Paige Bueckers is the precision steering. While everyone was watching Caitlin's shooting, Paige was quietly putting on a defensive masterclass. She led the team in steals and overall efficiency. Paige admitted on the Not Gonna Lie podcast that playing with Caitlin is liberating because it allows her to pick her spots.
Jumper won't go, rebound knocked away, Bueckers has it for 2, 9 straight.
In the high-pressure environment of the tournament, Paige was the one hitting the stabilizing buckets. When teams tried to double-team Caitlin at the logo, Caitlin would simply whip a pass to Paige at the elbow, and it was game over. Paige's ability to operate in the mid-range is the perfect tactical counter to Caitlin's long-distance threat. But the real takeover happened on the defensive end. Paige and Lexi Hall formed a perimeter no-fly zone that completely shut down the European guards. Paige spoke out about the inhumane pressure Caitlin faces, and she made it her personal mission in this tournament to be the person who takes the pressure off. She wasn't fighting for the spotlight, she was expanding it. By the time they reached the final against Spain, it was clear that the CC and PB backcourt was the most dangerous combination in women's basketball history. They speak the same basketball language, and in San Juan, they finally showed the world what happens when the 2 best guards of a generation stop competing and start collaborating.
Teams scoring off their set pieces, they're executing well. How about that pick and roll? Bueckers just strong.
And then, there is the hammer. Angel Reese entered the San Juan qualifiers with a chip on her shoulder the size of Maryland. People questioned her offensive efficiency in the WNBA, and they questioned if she could play with Caitlin after their high-profile college battles. In Puerto Rico, Angel didn't say a word. She just grabbed every single rebound in sight.
Shot to her. Reese puts it up, count the bucket!
In the 93-59 blowout win over Italy, Angel was the physical force that Italy simply couldn't handle. She provided the interior gravity that allowed the guards to flourish. But the most viral moment of the entire tournament wasn't a rebound. It was the chemistry. When Angel took a hard foul against Spain, the first person to sprint over and pull her up was Caitlin Clark. When Caitlin hit a logo three, Angel was the first person doing the three-point goggles on the sideline.
Battle for the rebound. Angel Reese there. Her second offensive board of the game, and it leads to another block.
The big three works because Angel does the dirty work that allows the stars to shine. She is the defensive anchor and the transition spark. Her ability to grab an offensive board and immediately find Caitlin or Paige on the perimeter is a cheat code. In San Juan, Angel Reese proved that she isn't a rival to the movement. She is a pillar of it. She brings a level of edge and physicality that Team USA has been missing since the retirement of the older legends. The new Big Three isn't just about scoring.
Arena, Elizabeth Williams turns, hooks, and gets the roll.
This FIBA takeover wasn't just a preseason tournament. It was a warning shot fired across the bow of the entire basketball world. In September 2026, the World Cup moved to Berlin, Germany. After seeing what this new Big Three did in Puerto Rico, every other national team is officially on notice.
To Irfin to Bueckers, the pull-up jumper is good, and Paige Bueckers.
The new CBA deal ratified on March 18th, just days after the qualifiers ended. These three women are heading back to their respective teams as the highest paid and most influential athletes in the league. Caitlin is heading to Indy to restart the engine. Angel is heading back to Chicago to lead the Sky's rebuild. And Paige is preparing for her historic debut with the Dallas Wings.
Steal. Paige Bueckers wide open, and the crowd goes crazy.
San Juan is going to make their WNBA matchups even more intense because they now know exactly how each other thinks. They know the weaknesses, they know the strengths, and they know the engine is finally running at full speed.
Bueckers in transition. Bueckers, what a move there!
As the sun sets, one thing is undeniably clear. The future of basketball isn't coming. It's already here. Caitlin Clark, Paige Bueckers, and Angel Reese didn't just win a tournament. They claimed their territory. They proved that the new Big Three is more than just a catchy title. It's a reality that the rest of the world is going to have to deal with for the next decade. But I want to hear from you, Hoops Nation. Who do you think was the real X factor in the FIBA tournament? Was it the MVP performance from Caitlin, the defensive masterclass from Paige, or the interior dominance of Angel? Are you ready for these three to face off in the WNBA season opener? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you are riding with the new Big Three, smash that like button and drop the dominant trio in the chat. And if you want to stay updated on every single highlight from the road to Berlin and the 2026 WNBA season, make sure you are subscribed. Catch a dime, family. The engine is restarted, the takeover is complete, and we'll see you in the next one.